Sorry, I'm a bit, I didn't realize as I was going a bit over the usual time. Hello, everyone. I'm Metis Balaska, and welcome to the stream. So, finally, it is time to get back into Persona 4 Arena and finish off Yosuke's story. That's been a long time. That I ended up putting on hold. Like, I think last stream, one stream I had to cancel. Last stream, last week I did whatchamacallit. Hey, Yuma, welcome to the stream. Yeah, last time I did D&D because I did Chronicles of Mystara because it was the 100 followers special. But yeah, now it's finally time to get back into Persona 4 Arena and finish off Yosuke's story. And so let's get to it. Okay, last I recall, we were just on the cusp. Yeah. This is like the very final battle for Yosuke. The corner, I think not. And that is the final battle for Yosuke. Labras has stopped moving and had fallen to the floor. Now she begins standing up, robotically and with jerking motions. She begins speaking in that eerie voice again. Maybe speaking is the wrong word, but it's definitely in my head.
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough. Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
So whoever's voice this is the one controlling Labras? From the way he was talking, I could tell that he wasn't serious. He doesn't comprehend how cruel he's being by controlling her like this.
Ah, yes. I have more than enough data now. I should thank you all. Although this didn't work out, you did stay in it to the very end.
Labras's shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
It hits me when Kirijo-san speaks. That's right, Labras's shadow split off from her after she entered the TV. She merely held the tournament. The shadow couldn't have pushed Labras in here. Someone else, the culprit, has to exist, or this incident could never have happened.
Indeed. It was I who stole Labras away. Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me. Labras's persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering. You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
He admitted it, but his tone was mocking. The culprit is controlling Labras somehow, from a safe haven outside of the TV? No way.
Using Labras for your own selfish reasons? That's horrible. He has a heart. Do you even know how much pain Labras went through?
Hey, Brock, welcome to the stream. How was your day? And we'll meet the person talking through Labras in the next story.
A heart, meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
You bastard!
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
The moment the voice stopped, Labras collapses onto the ground like a puppet with strings cut. Agus quickly catches her and holds her up. But it looks like she's unconscious. I really hate myself for celebrating that the case was closed just a few moments ago. But I'm really pissed off at whoever was controlling Labras. He knew about all of this, but he still manipulated Labras's heart to do this to her. I'm so angry. I clench my fists so firmly that my nails are digging into my palms. Kirijo-san speaks from behind me.
It seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. I advise you not to get involved in this matter any further. From here on, you should leave this to us.
Huh? Are you telling us to back off from this?
Like I can do that. Whoever's behind us knows what Labras has had to go through in her past. No, not just the past. He knew what would happen if she was pushed into the TV world. And on top of that, the instant he figured out his plan had failed, he came and controlled her directly to turn us against her. It's like we're his toys. I'm not letting him get away with that.
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
Come on, we've been involved this far. You think we're just gonna shut up and watch you handle everything? She's probably saying that for our sakes, but how can we live with ourselves if we do, if they do all the fighting for us? No way, I can't let that happen. I open my mouth to really tell her off. But you speaks first.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
Are you serious?
Look at yourself, Yosuke. You can barely stand.
So he noticed. You was right. After all the fighting I've done today, I'm really beat. I'm sure everyone else is tired too, after being stuck in this world for so long.
Yosuke, let's go back.
You staring at me. Oh, I get it.
Thank you for your understanding. Don't worry, we'll keep you safe.
I'm sorry, Hanamura-san.
I just bows apologetically. We all look glum, but none of us object. After all, we know that they aren't doing this out of spite. But this is the last we'll see of. But is this the last we'll see of Labras? I peek at her face as she lies in Agus's arms. Of course, since she's unconscious, I can't talk with her. We thank Kirijo-san and return to our world with heavy hearts. After returning from the TV, we gathered at the food court, but we didn't really talk much. We split up not long afterwards. After all, we were all pretty damn tired. Heck, Chia and Rise put their heads on the table and fell asleep. I mean, I can understand Rise, but Chia? I didn't feel like stopping by anywhere, so I went straight home. And the last thing I could remember was being told dinner was almost ready. The instant I reached my room, I lost consciousness. And then... loud electronics beeps bring me back into wakefulness. I reached out for my alarm clock, but I realized that the beeping isn't my alarm. It's my cell phone.
Who's calling me this early?
Damn it. I plugged it in, and now I can't reach it while I'm lying down. I rub my eyes tiredly and get up to grab the phone. The caller is a number I don't know.
Hello? Huh?
I jolt wide awake. The speaker on the line is someone I never expected to hear from. I take a minute to fix my hair and make a mad dash for the place the caller told me to go. When I reach the designated location, there's something that looks completely out of place is here in the countryside, a limo. Holy crap, that's long. It was so long, I thought I was seeing things. Yeah, this is definitely no place for a car this awesome.
Oh, there he is. What took you so long?
It looks like everybody else is already here. I ran so hard I almost barfed, but I finally made it.
So the others were just about to leave.
I made it in time.
I'm glad I could see you before I left.
That's right, Labras is the one that had called. She wanted to say goodbye before she leaves Inaba. How can I refuse that? Still, I never thought one of them, Labras especially, I never thought one of them, Labras especially, would call me. Yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but people often ship Labras with either Teddy or Yosuke. I never really saw it before, but I can kind of see why. Huh? Wait a second.
Did I tell you my cell phone number?
Obtaining the cell phone numbers of ordinary citizens is child's play.
We just invaded your privacy. Don't think about it. Wait, what?
Holy shit, really? Are you accessing that server thing you mentioned?
The Kirija group is kinda scary. I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
Labras looks down bashfully as she speaks. Agus and Kirija-san are watching her from the limo with smiles on their faces. Man, is this a relief. So Labras can do things that she wants to. I'm glad she's in a group that lets her have freedom. She really does have a place to belong.
What'll you do now? Are you going back to that lab?
No, I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I want to do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
There's no hesitation in her eye as her strong will glares out. I see. She found what she wants. She found what she wants to.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
I'm reminded of the blank career choice paper still tucked away in my desk. That sense of haste without direction, the need to keep up appearances. I didn't want to handle that. But maybe it is time to face my future. Oh, I'll write down a big dream.
Oh, just talking to myself. I'll let you know when everything's been decided.
Okay. Just make sure you tell me, okay?
Labras answers my smile with one of her own. Then she stretches out her hand. I take a closer look at them. They're quite delicate. I grab her hand and lift it above her head.
A handshake is so formal. I'll show you what the cool kids do.
You mean what? You mean the 20 or so year old thing that cool kids have been doing? I use my hand to open hers. Labras looks confused, but she lets me move her hand around.
Like this?
Yep, that's it.
Here we go. The clap of our high five echoes through the clear May sky. Not to be outdone by me, Chie, Rise, and the rest give Labras high fives too.
Thank you so much. Yosuke-kun, I won't forget about you. I'm friends with you now, so I'll stay strong.
Labras begins to tear up, and to hide it, she hurries into the limo. Soon after, the limo begins moving quietly down the road. Labras waves to us inside the car. Even after the car has gone pretty far, I can still see her waving from inside. She's still waving. Whoa, she's still waving! Everyone starts to laugh a little. Can she see us? I mean, I imagine telescopic vision is kind of a feature for anti-shadow weapons. I barely make out the car. I can barely make out the car from here. After parting with Labras, we all ended up hanging out at the Junas food court. That's right, it's the welcome back party for you we'd completely forgotten about. We finally can get back to business to defeat the Huns? But still, no, it feels kind of weird having a welcome party after saying goodbye to someone.
Come on, let's hurry up and do a toast. I only get a 30-minute break.
Huh? You working today?
I can't take much time off during Golden Week. Teddy, you were out without permission a couple days ago, so be ready to pay the price.
Yeah, shout out to everyone and like service and like the service. Actually, I should expand on that because it's not just in service. Everyone who has to work over the holidays, because not everyone gets its time off over the holidays.
No, but that wasn't my fault. You meanie jerk. Nurse lover!
Oh, speaking of which.
Shh, quiet, you.
How did the conversation go from working to wanking in 2 moves? Jesus. I don't need them knowing this stuff. There's no time. Before anyone can ask you what he's talking about, I raise my cup and look at everyone.
Second time's the charm. Welcome back.
Welcome back, senpai.
After a toast, we all chat like we don't have a care in the world. This is the kind of atmosphere you can only get with the best of friends. But actually, that's not all. We aren't about to let things end the way they did.
Ahem. May I have your attention, please? It's time to announce the reason we're all here today.
Isn't it to welcome back Yukon?
You and I trade glances. You and I trade glances at Yukiko's question. I can see in my partner's eyes that he wants me to do all the talking. You see, we've already talked this out, and now's the time to bring it up.
It's about yesterday's incident. You guys weren't satisfied with how things ended, right?
Of course not, but...
So, why not launch our own investigation?
Does that mean...
That's right. The investigation team is back in action.
Oh, now you're talking.
And boy, is that going to go places when we finally reach the next story.
Wait a moment. I thought we were going to leave this to the Kirijo group.
Did I say we wouldn't get involved?
That's right. He only said leave this to them.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, my partner here brought it up first, though I'm with him 100%. Now that's our sensei!
Yukiko and Teddy jump right on board. On the other hand, we're actually sensible. On the other hand, we're actually the sensible team of Chie, Rise, and Naoto are sitting with their mouths wide open.
You're splitting hairs rather finely there.
It seems that she was definitely not expecting you to use weasel logic like this. But no matter how I think about it, I can't let this go. After all we've been through, the villain is out there waiting for another
Not
chance.
on board?
I egg her on, and though she looks hesitant at first, I egg her on, and though she looks hesitant at first, she smiles fearlessly.
Of course I am.
I like that smile. That's what a reliable That's what a reliable detective should look like.
Thought so. All right then. Let's find the real culprit. Yeah!
Everyone's hands pile up at the middle of the table. Friends are really what you need. Whoa, it's already this late? I look at everybody smiling, and though I'm reluctant to go, I stand up.
Well, I gotta get back to work. Come on, Teddy, let's go.
Who's this Teddy you speak of? I don't know anyone with such a pretty name.
Good lord.
You've got some nerve trying that on me. Sounds like someone wants me to make his next shift a living hell.
Ah! No! But I'm still gonna skip work! I wanna have fun with Nana-chan!
Teddy claps Yu's hand and promises to visit the Dojima household tonight. See, just this one night, he says. That Teddy don't cause Dojima-san any trouble. But well, I know the feeling. I never feel like break time is long enough either. But you know why I keep my cool? But you know why I'm keeping my cool right now? I begged my dad to give Teddy and me tomorrow off. I just haven't told him yet, that sucker. Yeah, that's right. I can't let this end here. It's still Golden Week.
Party till we drop. This time, for sure.
And at last, Yosuke's story ends.